Good morning, this is Daniel once again of Notice TV. I know it's been a while since I made a video. Oh, get the lighting on. How y'all doing today? Alright, so what I want to talk about is the true meaning of lean not on your own understanding. You know what? I had a problem with that verse probably about a year back, trying to figure out what that meant and why should I not lean on my own understanding when I believe that my understanding or my own understanding was from God himself, right? So how could I not lean on my own understanding? So I guess we got to really kind of dive into the context of the meaning of that verse or whatnot. It says, lean not on your own understanding, right? So I got a story to tell. So I got in trouble, right? I got in trouble twice, two different scenarios, right? I'm not going to explain the situation around it. I'm not going to get into details or whatnot, but I got in trouble twice in two different scenarios, right? To the point where the consequences are very high, I would say. I could lose something. I would lose something, right? If things were to move forward and I get in trouble again in these same scenarios, I could lose a lot. So basically, in a sense, I'm on probation at this time for both incidents. Right now, I'm on probation. So if I mess up again, most likely I'm going to lose the thing or things in the future, whatnot. So with that being said, when it says lean not on your own understanding, I'm going to explain it with these kind of scenarios, right? So like I said, I got in trouble in two different scenarios twice, but in those scenarios or surrounding the scenarios, in my mind, I was thinking that I was doing a good thing, right? So in my mind, I was thinking I was doing a good thing, right? And lo and behold, I got in trouble, right? I got in trouble for thinking good things or thinking that I was doing a righteous thing or a good thing, right? So in a sense, if you think about it, everything that you may deem as good or a good thing or a good action may not be right for the universe, right? And you might throw off the universe a bit in a sense. Now, I know we go ahead in life and we're not thinking about the future. We're not even knowing that things may go wrong. We're just thinking that we are going in with a righteous mindset, right? But in a sense, we're not allowing the universe to fix itself, right? So in my sense, that's where I believe that we do have free will, because our free will is capable of throwing off the universe in a sense. Sometimes we don't allow the universe or God himself, I call God universe or whatnot, we don't allow God to do what he needs to do to fix the situation, right? So, like I said, in the scenarios, in my mind, I'm thinking I'm doing a good thing. I think I'm doing a righteous thing. I think I'm doing what anyone with a righteous heart or a good heart, and I'm not calling myself righteous, but someone with good intentions would do. I thought I was doing, but obviously, the consequences were to the fact that, the consequences shows that, okay, well, you was in the wrong, you got to be punished, right? So, in that sense, I could actually say, okay, well, in that point, I did lean on my own understanding in that sense. I didn't allow the universe, because the universe was moving, I didn't allow the universe to take control and fix the situation on its own, right? I was trying to fix it myself. I was trying to deter something myself. I was trying to be the repairman. I was trying to, you know what I mean? Like, that wasn't my job, right? Let the bus pass. Right? So in that sense, yes, I leaned on my own understanding without allowing the universe or God himself or God to fix the situation. The situation might have been fixed without my part being played in it, and obviously the consequences I've incurred, right? Negative consequences I've incurred, and now I'm on probation, right? If I mess up again, it's over. Well, basically, if I do something like this again and try to intervene with the universe's plan, God's plan, I'm gonna be seriously dealt with. So I'm gonna let that sink in. So lean not on your own understanding. I believe that's what that means. Sometimes we need to kind of fall back and let the universe do what it do. I mean, you know, the trees, every season they grow their leaves back. We don't have a part to play in that, right? We don't. So obviously we should know that the universe is working on its own, right? In a sense, the universe is working. See, we take things for granted a lot. We take a lot of things for granted. We don't see the miracle in a lot of things, like the trees growing back their leaves every spring, right? We take that for granted, and we don't know that the universe is working. The winds that blow, the universe is working. That's a miracle in itself. The sun coming up each and every morning, a miracle, right? But here's the thing: we have no control of that, right? That's the universe. That's the universe working. So obviously we could only handle what we can handle, and I believe that we should handle what we should handle. And I'm not saying everybody just leave their jobs and leave their work and then just sit back and be lazy. No, I'm just saying do what you can and let the universe handle everything else. You know what I mean? I do have another story to tell to kind of like drive this home, right? So to all my anime fans, and I'm an anime fan. I don't watch every anime, but there's a few animes I do like. In this particular anime, in the very first episode, the protagonist, right? He saves a kid. Right? So he's walking on the street. He sees a kid playing with a ball or whatnot, a basketball. I forget what it was. And the kid winds up, I guess, losing control of the ball. The ball rolls into the street, right? The traffic with the cars and traffic, going back and forth, of course. The ball rolls into the traffic in the street or whatnot. And the little boy runs after the ball, and he gets the ball, but now he's in the middle of the street, and we got this car blaring down the this street or whatnot, about to hit this kid, right? So the protagonist of the show or the story, he winds up, how you say it, pushing the kid out the way, right? Right before the car hits, he winds up pushing the kid out the way, and he winds up getting hit, right, and killed. He dies on the street, right? Basically, his ghost comes out of his body, and he's looking at his body on the ground or whatnot. He's done, right? He's dead. And he's wondering why he's in this spirit or spiritual realm or spirit realm, and his body, he's trying to figure out what the heck is going on, right? So he gets how you say it, he gets greeted with a soul reaper or something, some girl, right? He gets greeted with this soul reaper who comes to him and explains to him everything, what's going on. She explains to him that, look, we weren't expecting you to die. This is too early. It's too early for you to die. We weren't expecting you to save with your personality. Right? She's telling the protagonist this. with your personality, we didn't expect for you to even do that, right? We didn't expect for you to even push no kid out the way based on your personality. We didn't even expect you to be here at this time, dead. So she explains to him like, well, you do have a chance to get your life back because, like I said, you weren't supposed to die. She said you weren't supposed to die, so you're gonna have to work your way back. If you want your life back, you have to work for us. Boom, boom, boom. So pretty much the conversation goes on between them two and whatnot, and he kind of comes back to her and be like, okay, well, if I wasn't supposed to die, then the kid was supposed to die at this time. He's flabbergasted. Like, the kid was supposed to die. So she explains to him, no, the kid wasn't gonna die. According to her paper, she pulls out the paperwork. According to her paperwork, the kid wasn't gonna die. He was the driver who was driving was gonna veer to the left or whatnot, and the kid was just gonna get away with a few bumps or a scrape or whatnot or what. You know what I mean? Like, she told him that the kid wasn't gonna die. You weren't supposed to die, right? And your death was just meaningless, right? Pretty much. That joke was so funny. She said your death was meaningless at this point. So I say that to say this, that sometimes it's funny, right? But sometimes we don't let the universe be the universe. We have to allow things to move. The earth is moving, right? The earth is round, the earth is moving. We don't have control of that. I kid you not. We don't have control of that. We don't have control of the moon going up and down. There's things out of our control. Right? So when things are spiraling out of your control, it may be for the best, right? You gotta let it work. You gotta let it move. Sometimes we can't meet a deadline. Sometimes things happen, right? I'm not telling you guys to be irresponsible. I'm not saying that. I'm saying allow the universe to work. Lean not on your own understanding, right? Let it be or let go, I would say, right? Let it be or let go. Sometimes we fight too much. You know what I mean? Let's stop fighting. Let's stop arguing, you know what I'm saying? Because it's a waste of energy. Maybe the energy could be utilized for something better or whatnot. Let's not strive to be right. Let's not strive for anything, really. Let the universe be the universe. Jesus talked about, like, why do you worry? Why do you worry about your clothes and the food that's on the table? God himself, he feeds the birds. Are you not more than the birds? Look at the flowers on the grass. You know what I mean? They're beautiful in all their colors and arrays or whatnot. You don't think the Father knows that you need clothes? Right? Maybe we strive too hard. Maybe we strive too hard to be the best. Why? I know we're living in a capitalist country right here in the US of A, where there's capitalism and competition. That's needed for the economy to boost up or whatnot. But why? Why do we have to do that? Why do we have to be in competition with each other? Why do we strive to be better when we could actually be out here helping each other, with the essentials, really, to, eat and have a roof over our head, really? Why do we strive? Lean not on your own understanding, right? Sometimes we need to let God do his thing. Let the universe do his thing. And fall back. I would say fall back. So that's my rant, my video for today. I hope you guys took some knowledge from it. Hopefully it gets through to someone. This is Daniel of Notice TV. I'll catch you guys later.